learn in second lesson. Okay, and see the formation of the land and degradation of the land. Degradation means reduction of the land because of the internal movements or endogenetic movement. Now in this lesson we will be studying the exogenetic or external processes and the landforms formed by them. External process occur because of the forces working on the earth's surface. They are mainly solar energy, gravitational force, kinetic energy associated with the moving object on the earth's surface. See students, solar energy, gravitational force and kinetic energy are the causes of the external processes. Okay. Do you know? Landforms formed on the earth's surface as a result of internal movements are called primary and secondary landforms. For example, continents, mountains, plateau, plains. And this we learn in second lesson. Because of the external processes like weathering, erosion, transportation and deposition. The primary and secondary landforms give way to the tertiary landform, for example, valleys, sand dunes, delta, U-shaped valley, etc. Students, weathering is a most important point in this lesson and we are going to learn about what is weathering. Breaking or weakening of rocks is a natural phenomenon. It is called weathering. So, breaking or weakening of rock is a weathering. Weathering can be of three types. Mechanical means physical. Mechanical means physical. Second, chemical. And third, biological. So, see, in arid climates, mechanical weathering is dominant. Means the dry climate, the mechanical weathering is effective. Okay. And humid climate, chemical weathering is more effective. And biological weathering occurs because of living organisms. Mechanical weathering. See, one activity is given here. Take an onion, cut it in the middle, observe the cut parts, try to remove each skin layer of these parts. Geographical explanation about the activity. You will notice that just as we can remove each and every outer layer of the onion, similarly in nature, rocks undergo such process. The exposed part of the rock heats more while the inner part is comparatively cooler. As a result, the outer layer of the rocks fall apart from the main rock. This is called exfoliation of the rock. See figure 3.2, exfoliation of the rocks. See, mechanical weathering mainly occurs because of the following reason. There are the reasons: temperature, frost, crystal growth, release of pressure and water. First point, temperature. We are going to see the minerals in the rocks expand because of heat and contract when temperature decreases. Due to such continuous contracting and expanding means spreading, the tension develops in the rock's particles. Each mineral reacts differently to the temperature. Some minerals expand more while others do not expand as much. And consequently, the tension formed in the rocks also increases and decreases. And because of the expansion and contraction in the minerals, then tension because increasing tension and decreasing tension in the rocks, as a result cracks develop in the rocks and they break in areas where the diurnal range of temperature is higher. Diurnal means that full day temperature is higher. Weathering of this type is more common in the hot desert. See student, just like whenever we put the weight ball of the mud we kept in the sunlight, and because of that high sunlight, that because of the heat, the cracks are forming. Whenever that ball is completely dry, we can see the cracks on the ball of that mud. And just like that, that temperature is affecting on the rock, and it is only in the hot desert. Weathering of this type is common in the hot desert.